You have reached the Grindle, Farrell, Fields, and Bouse residence. Please leave us a message and we will give you a call back at our earliest convenience. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Michelle Grindle, and I wanted to play that message so you can see how I used to sound. I recently got into a depression and decided that I was going to need to be put on some kind of medication. My psychiatrist prescribed me Paxil and Seroquel, but I decided to just take one at a time. I started taking the Paxil. On the third day, I woke up, took my pill, my Paxil pill, and I started feeling really like I was shaking inside. Then it got where everything was exaggerated and looked really cool, actually. I was very, very extra happy. And then I got to the point where I started stuttering. Well, actually, before that, excuse me, I got where I could not think of what words I was wanting to say. So, of course, my family being the way they were, we were all laughing because it wasn't uncommon for me to be a bit ditzy. Well, then it progressed. This was all within maybe 20 minutes. It progressed to the point where I was stuttering, where people couldn't understand what I was saying. And of course, we laughed some more. But then when it got to the point where the stuttering didn't stop, we decided that I should go to the ER. When I got to the ER, I had to have my sister tell them what was going on because nobody could understand me. I got there and they immediately thought I had a stroke. So they started doing tests and they did the MRI with the ink, without the CT scan. They discovered that my brain was perfectly healthy. I did not have a stroke. And then they did a cardio echo, they did an ultrasound on my veins. They did pretty much every single test that can be done besides a spinal tap, and discovered that my brain and my heart were just fine. I spent a couple days in the hospital. I just got home today, so excuse my appearance. So I've had a couple days at the hospital to work on my speech, and this is something that the doctors are hoping that I will get my regular voice back, but they're not sure. But they did tell me, stop taking the Paxil, do not take Paxil anymore. And a friend of mine, my cousin's friend, I guess this has happened to her too. Except for worse, she took it for like 6 to 8 days, lost 3 years of her memory, had to learn how to eat again, how to talk again, how to walk again. So I'm glad that I stopped after 3 days. But I wanted to make this video to warn people that yes, this is not a normal side effect for everybody, but even if just one person, now 2 that I know of for sure that have had these side effects, honestly, why are they still prescribing this medication? I am just beside myself. I scared my children. I've got 3 days worth of hospital stay, not to mention all of the tests that they had to do, that I am now responsible for paying because of a nasty side effect that I just don't think it's right. They should not be allowed to have people take this, even if only one person has this kind of side effect. Anyways, but thank you for letting me vent, and I'll try to keep you posted if I do or do not get my voice back. But please, people out there, be very careful of what you are prescribed and what kind of medicine you are taking. Thank you for your time.